And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Gordon on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown of the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you, the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, it's Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gostkowski with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action. Griffin. They'll roll him out right. Throw caught by Raymond. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Play action. Now Griffin. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. RG3, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. Nifty move. Now room for Eckler. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Let's go. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Griffin. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go play action with Griffin. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Griffin's throw into the hands of Andrews. And the Broncos have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they've got the lead over the visiting L.A. Rams as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Rodgers carving them up with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is...
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Gordon.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw is RG3. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Griffin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect 2nd half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. Flushed out right. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Griffin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. Able to power through. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 1st and goal. Melvin Gordon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gordon is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
And, Charles, when you talk about Keenan Allen, you're not necessarily usually talking about that crazy top-end speed, but he does a great job there with the ball in his hands.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Herbert on 3rd down now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run for it with Eckler, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3, and the Bronco defense comes up big. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So it's
and Andrews lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 24, Griffin. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Set up shop at the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to it. And now before the ball changes hands, I'm going to take a look at this just to make sure.
That's it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency. They have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Hamler now to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And this time he is in. Melvin Gordon, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down by 15. 1:08 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Herbert. Able to get this to Patrick. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or a